So got me a project. Well, got me a few projects I'm working on, but it's gonna be a rainy day today. I was gonna pick me up some oak. I got a buddy that's got some oak he had milled. He said I could have. I don't really know how much he has, and I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put it. I kind of thought I was gonna stack it on those racks. We'll see how much he has. But y'all missed the pour. It was just deluge just a minute ago. Anyway, having some breakfast. Had some nice homemade bread from the Mennonite folks over there. Just had butter on one. It was missing a little bit, so I got me some Marionberry from my Washington family and figured I'd put that on there. Got some Osage orange sitting up here on the table. Got to get it sanded down. It's about 220 right at the moment. Got to get it sanded down to 400. So I'm going to leave it at 400, and then I'll probably polish it up all the more after I get put together. And basically, I am making some breakfast caddies, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I got 3 pieces. I'm making 3 of them. Got 3 pieces of oak right there. I got to get linseed oil on that today. Let that soak in. I've got the sides here I've got to get done, and then I've got to get this is Padauk. I've got to get the Padauk sides, handles, and all that routed. So I've got to get that sanded down to about 400, about the same 400, and then I'll run it through quarter round and get them all routed out so they'll be comfortable to hold. And then they'll sit together. And then the very last little feature on those is some oak I've got over here. And basically you make a little oak banding around the bottom versus just a groove, right, that you fit the board in. These actually have a little banding around the bottom. All of that will all be glued and braided together, and then I'll hit the finishing stuff on it. Gonna just probably use I don't know, I'm really loving the Danish oil. It seems to do a good job. By the way, this camera does not pick up that wood for crap. Makes it look orange. It's not, it's actually red. The orange, which is orange, it makes it look pale. But anyway, so this is actually red. I don't know if I can get it to pop, get it with some other colors. But it's a bright red. Has some really pretty dark green on it that isn't pulling up at all. But there you go. So bottom fits in here. Then it'll have some oak that sits up. When I get done, after I get it all glued together and everything, we'll run the oak around the bottom. It'll look really pretty. Nice little pretty little pale stripe around the bottom. Try to get those done. So that's one project. The other project I got to do is I've got to get this planer fixed. I got parts that came into it yesterday. The pulley on this all got wallered out. Technical term, it all got wallered out. So the woodruff key came loose. I tried to replace the woodruff key. It all got beat up, but it didn't work. So I got a new pulley. There's a new pulley for it. Came from Shopsmith. I gotta get some burrs off that post that happened. New woodruff key. Actually, I got a couple of new woodruff keys. So anyway, so I got that project I gotta get done. I've got to get my crappy planers done. Been working on trying to restore those two and get them done. So I've got my glass sharpener over there. I would say I probably need to finish off sharpening my chisels. Of course, like everybody, I put that off to last. Anyway, the big thing here, I've got to get this all cleared off because I've got to get that linseed oil on these today. Geez, I don't know what else. I've got a whole bunch of boxes over here once I get the planer done. I've got a bunch of this white pine from the box stores. And I love taking this shitty wood that they sell. And I missed that in the last video that got cut off, but I talked about how I may not be able to make really nice stuff, but I can turn a shitty piece of wood into a nice piece of wood. So anyway, so So I take those, I plane those down, and that's what, you know, you can make some pretty nice wood out of that. You just got to sift through the piles, find you something. Got some real pretty blue in that white pine. So that's what I made those all out of, is just all white pine. Structurally really sound, really good, really pretty compared to yellow. The sides, the stiles there, and the end rail, that's white, that's a yellow pine, so to give you a little difference. Not a whole lot of difference in color, but certainly difference in grain patterns. That white pine can be absolutely vivid and pretty. So anyway, got a few things to do. I got to make some stuff over here. I've got a lot to do. So a week off by myself, but anyway, gonna eat my breakfast and get to it. Watch the rain. Very nice.